Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Aries Only, where I channel messages for Aries only. Today we're doing a reading to see what your person would most want to say to you. Some messages from your person reading. Hi Leo, come here honey. My dog. And we're just going to see how is Aries person feeling about them. But first we're going to see what's going on in this connection between you guys right now. What are the vibes right now here? And we're going to assume that there is a no contact situation here. If you're, come on, babe. If you're watching like a messages from your person reading, this is just to get insight on what they would say if the lines of communication were in fact open between you. So let's just get a sense of like energetically where you're at. Ooh. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So, and look, soulmates. So I feel like whoever this is, or this reading is about here, they are definitely wanting to talk to you. Come on, bub. Maybe this is you guys meeting energetically and conversing, or just remembering memories I'm getting with savoring the moment, just feeling really happy when you think about them, but definitely like positive connotations with this card. Let's see, even if you guys have been through rough things, maybe like right now at this moment in time, I'm almost getting like a calm, like kind of a feeling. So let's see what else what's going on here for Aries and their person. Okay. The Sword and Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, I almost just said humor, protection, and power. Okay, so I feel like with that clarity, truth, revelation, again, if we're coming out of like a time of confusion, we have the clarity, we have the truth or a revelation here. Maybe there's just a sort of understanding here that even if you feel like things didn't work out between you guys in the past, it's like you're not making them the bad guy anymore, or you've like let go of a lot of your own guilt, like whatever it was that you were feeling, whatever the situation called for. I mean, you could be on either end, I guess. I don't know why I just flipped to that. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Maybe that's something that happened in the past. And then look, cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. I feel like this could be an energy that you maybe were in for a while. And it's like you've recently, I don't know, with the coffee cup, I'm thinking of like a fresh morning, like it's a beautiful morning, like having a cup of coffee in the morning. Just like that, like feeling uplifted, like feeling better, like letting go of that outdated thinking and having this clarity now of like, yes, there was good and bad. There is a rose here on this card. You think about the thorns in a rose, of course, or at least, you know, I do. So it's, yeah, like I feel like there's just a sense of clarity, a sense of like renewal, like a fresh outlook on the situation here. But it looks like you are desiring to speak to each other. We have a sword, which is obviously like the swords suit in tarot, and then the coffee cup. Like I feel like your person maybe is thinking about reaching out to you as a friend, or even just missing your friendship if you had like just a friendship at one point, or missing just talking to you and just like your everyday conversation. So what I'm going to do for this reading is I'm going to get 4 cards to just kind of outline the situation further, just like what they're overall feeling towards you. And then we're going to get the message cards from my homemade message deck and clarify those with tarot. My readings are usually a little bit longer, so feel free to fast forward if you feel like I'm dragging on too much here. But all right, let's see. So what is Aries person's overall feeling towards Aries right now? And if it's not resonating, I'm so sorry. I usually try to set the intention that the reading is for whoever it is meant for most. And what was the other thing I wanted to say? I want to say thank you so much to everyone who's like subscribed and like commented and liked, and just all the support, all the like encouragement. Like it's just like, I can't even tell you how much it means to me. Like I am like truly honored. Like I like truly am. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. But okay, let's get going with the reading here. So what is Aries person feeling towards Aries right now? What is their current feeling towards Aries right now? What is their overall vibe? What are they feeling towards Aries right now? It's obviously too many. What is Aries person feeling towards Aries right now, Spirit? Okay. I saw soul family. I also saw mirroring. How is Aries person feeling? Let's, again, enough. All right, maybe this isn't the deck to use. Let's give it one more good shuffle. Okay, 2. Ooh. This is like 2 decks I combined, sorry, so it's kind of like a thickie trick. All right, let's see. What is Aries person feeling towards Aries right now? Okay. Brothers of the Rose, sacred, masculine, honor, protection, and support. So if you are asking about a masculine, this could be saying that they're sort of like coming into alignment within themselves. This kind of looks like Bartiz to me. Like, I've been watching, if you watch Love is Blind, I've been like staying at my sister's, and I usually don't even watch TV. I don't even have Netflix. But I've been like watching a lot at her house because we're taking care of my dad together, and like, I'm catching up on my reality TV. But, I was just watching, Perfect Match. It's just making me think about him. But I'm thinking about how, like, in the last episode that I just watched, I feel like your person could have like grown up a lot recently. Sort of, this is align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. I feel like they could have went through a sort of, I don't know, like, sorry, I'm like taking my sweatshirt off. Yeah, align your life. They've like come into alignment within themselves. Like, that is like the vibe I was getting, like with their masculine energy. Even if they are like a feminine, maybe it could just mean they like balanced out both their energies or whatever. Soul family, again, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. They could be healing their relationships with their family, something like that. Setting boundaries with people. I just like cut to that card. You also get one of these. What's going on with Aries person right now? Where are they feeling overall? Anxiety to hope. Yeah, they've come into alignment. Again, that sort of feeling I was getting right from the start, where it's a more positive mindset. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. And it's, yes, about you, but I also feel about their life in general. And they could have seen this dynamic. Not dynamic's not the right word. They could have seen evidence that their world was shifting and coming into alignment in other areas first. Maybe like the situation with you is a little bit too emotionally charged, if that makes sense, maybe for both of you. So it's easier for you to like apply these principles of like, you know, having a more positive outlook, coming into alignment, this masculine energy, like enforcing it or like utilizing it and applying it, integrating it into your life in certain situations in a more like in the career world, for example, before you sort of integrate it in a relationship that is so emotionally charged and when there is a lot of feeling here. Because I mean, I can only think if there was all this anxiety here with this cassette, outdated thinking and replaying events over in your head, maybe they're the ones with the guilt here, the anxiety over what they've done or something like that. But there's definitely a more positive outlook coming through here. Also, when I was shuffling and right about to start the reading, there was this song playing in my head. It's called You and Me by Splendid. It's kind of like it's from the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I'm not going to talk about it too much. I think it's from the episode The Freshman. I could be wrong. We just saw NB there. But I don't know. Maybe you want to listen to that song. I don't even really remember what it's about. But it's like, we made this about you and me. Like, I don't know, maybe they cared a lot what other people thought before, and it's like they're ready to sort of, I don't know, make you a priority. Like, I hate to say stuff like that, but I feel like they've just been like thinking that you would be really like down for them and they're like down for you. And I don't know, just listen to that song and see if it resonates and let me know. But once again, it's called You and Me by Splendid. They also have another song, Charge, that's really good. They're both from Buffy. They like, the band like performs it in the show. It's really good. I'm talking a lot about TV today. All right. What is Aries person feeling towards Aries? Man holding a coin. Yeah, I feel like they maybe had some like success in their career. Maybe they had some good luck. I'm almost getting a sense like, let me try my luck in this arena because this is how they're feeling about you. So maybe they're just feeling better about themselves again. Like, again, with their masculine energy, they've come into a good place. They feel like more secure with themselves. This is a number 4 and a number 3. 4s are about stability. 3 is about expansion. So I feel like now that they've had this base, they want to like expand out, especially that it's 4 and then 3. It seems like they're going in like, I don't want to say chronological order, but like everything in its time. They're they're in like a nice progression, I would say. That's the word I'm looking for, even though I know the number's going down. But I feel like it makes sense to like have a foundation before you try to expand out from that. I feel like now they maybe want to expand further. They're kind of trying to figure out their next move, the way he's handling that coin, like, what am I going to do next? Like, what am I going to do with this? Like, I'm kind of getting a vibe like that. Let's see, almost like a pirate vibe. He looks like he's wearing a pirate shirt. Joy. Oh, cute. So they're feeling good. Yeah, they're just feeling happy. They're feeling good. And I think they just want to share the bounty here with you. Like, you know, even if it's just their joy. Like, I think they just want to, let's see, do I want to get this or do I want to get a unicorn? Let's just get one of these. What's going on with Aries person? How are they feeling towards Aries? I feel like they're just mostly feeling, this is a lot about them. Like, they're feeling good about themselves and like very secure though. This honor, protection, support. There's also a woman on this card, like a pregnant woman. And I feel like that's representative of like an Empress energy. And even I always think about Asa when I feel like that's how she interprets like her numerology on her card. She's like, oh, 43, it's the number of like the Emperor and the Empress. And it's funny because I was kind of getting Empress vibes just from that pregnant gal on the card, and now I'm kind of getting that vibe now that I'm looking at this. I feel like, am I missing cards from this deck? This feels a little flimsy to me. I mean, all right, I don't see them, so maybe not. I feel like maybe this is just a smaller deck. Oh. There's too many. Okay, so let's see. What is, oh, look what I cut to though. But let's see the real. Like, what is Aries person feeling towards Aries right now? What is their overall feeling towards Aries? What is Aries person's overall feeling towards Aries? And we have guilt. Yeah, I was getting, I don't know if I said guilt when I was looking at the anxiety, but then we do have the surrender. But I feel like this is the more positive meaning of this card. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I feel like they have learned how to surrender this guilt and sort of go with the flow. Not like go with the flow like in general, but maybe go with the flow of their thought process, or they've at least recognized their thought process, like spotted the patterns and spotted like the way that their mind works, and maybe they've been able to, it kind of reminds me of like, I used to be on like a medication. I don't know if I'm like allowed to talk about this, but and it was like for anxiety or whatever, or it was like an antidepressant, like it was for both, I think. And like, I remember, because I'm a very anxious person, like, I mean, I'm not on anything at this moment, this was a long time ago, but like whenever like an anxious thought would pop up, the medication would kind of like stop it, and it would just, like a thought would pop in my head, like, oh, why though? Like, why get freaked out? Like, you know, like, it was just this other voice would come in that wasn't like my voice. And like, honestly, like, I used to not like it, but after I wasn't on the medication anymore, like years later, I was able to sort of train myself to have that voice pop up even without the medication. I'm almost getting a vibe like that, where like they've seen the pattern and like figured out a new constructive way to like think about things, which would make sense with this sword and the rose card here. So I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. They're just like looking at things in a different way. It could have just been a whole perspective shift is what I'm getting. Like, they're just like, you know what, let it go. Like, what happened, happened, or I don't know, something like that. What do we have here? Protected. Interesting, that whole message of protection, but I feel like they're almost trying to like protect themselves from their own brain, if that makes sense. Which I'm sure it makes sense, because, oh, a time for healing almost just popped out. Because, yeah, our own brain is like our biggest enemy sometimes. It's like our biggest saboteur. So this is how they're feeling about you. I mean, I think this is showing that, yes, if like things did kind of go wrong between you, like this cassette was talking about, or what was that other card I cut to? Oh, I just got the snake. This, oh yeah, it was this. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. If there was a situation, like Bartiz, if there was a situation like that where they were kind of in that energy, maybe they're, I mean, at least I think it's showing that they did feel like remorse. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And it's like, I feel like they've come to terms. Maybe they've also like realized that what they do next with their next actions can help keep that from happening again. I'm kind of getting a vibe like that. And it's like they realize that, you know, like holding on to this guilt isn't helping anybody, including themselves or you. So let's see what else. Oh, okay. Nothing will come of this situation. whenever you get that card, I can't. And then look at the bigger picture. So I feel like with that, I'm almost getting that they're feeling like, even if nothing comes of this situation, like even if this person rejects me, oh yeah, look, I feel like, look, be bold and make the first move. I feel like they could believe in the impossible. I feel like they could be maybe thinking about making a move when they're like, you know, like, and that's maybe where this protection energy is coming in with this guilt, where they're like, you know what, even if, you know, nothing comes of this situation the way I want to, like, because I feel like even if, this says friendship, so it's like, even if, they feel like they don't have a romantic opportunity with you anymore, if you've like moved on, I feel like they would extend some sort of apology maybe and be like, I just want you to know that I like respect you, or I just want you to know whatever. Like they see the bigger picture, that it's important for them to convey that to you. And I think it's also important for them to like, yeah, truth, clarity. Like I think they really want to like, and this says honor too. This says honor. There's a lot about honor. Like they want to like show you, like they've learned how to like honor themselves, and they want to honor you. I feel like they, and even if nothing comes, they're not doing it to like get anything. It's not for selfish reasons. This says protection too. Oh my God, that's kind of protected. I don't know, that's kind of crazy. Okay, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just getting like they want to like even maybe protect you from like something like this happening again. I mean, we're gonna have to get the messages to delve more deeply into this, but I'm getting vibes. Wait, hold on, let's see, what is this? Awareness. Yeah, I feel like they're like, perspective is that I feel like they've gone through all the alternatives in their head. You know, maybe this person will surrender. We have two things to surrender that was on the bottom here. And they're surrendering their worries. Like they're not a time for healing. Luck is on your side. I feel that they're not, there isn't any sort of agenda here. They just, I think they want to make you aware, honestly, is what I'm getting from this. I do feel like they have had a perspective shift, and this whole like insight that they're having, they're looking at the bigger picture and not just thinking about like, oh, am I going to be embarrassed? Is my pride going to be hurt? It's important for them to like honor what they feel inside, I'm getting. And I feel like they're excited, but they're also, they have some trepidations maybe about how you're going to feel, because I think it would hurt them, because I think you're somebody that they feel really happy when they're around. Like I feel like you could have had a genuine friendship, and even if you didn't have like an actual friendship, and you just dated or something, like I feel like the Bartiste and Nancy, like why am I like thinking about that now, because I just was watching it, but it's like where that's like you feel like they're your best friend, even though they only dated technically, like those two. If you've never watched Love is Blind, I'm so sorry, but they just had like they seemed like they had a very genuine connection, but then he kind of didn't treat her the best. And I feel like if this was them and they were in this energy, like they're like looking back on that and being like, wow, like I had somebody that was like, I didn't honor this person, and they're very aware of their behavior. And I almost feel like, look, I love how beautiful you are inside and out, and I never meant to hurt you, but it's like I think they're aware that, I just had a thought that you like either like you didn't deserve this, or that an awareness of how their behavior was just with the guilt and the awareness. It's like they recognize where they've like messed up. They've had these truthful revelations here. And I think they want to just, it's not even that they want to fix it like for their ego, but they just want you to know, like, I want you to know. Strange Condition by Pete Yorn just popped in my head. All right, so let's see what your person would want to say to you. You carry yourself with such grace. So maybe whatever happened between you, you sort of took it very well. You didn't, I feel like they respect the way that you handled it, or whatever happened. Look, I love how beautiful you are inside and out. That did end up coming out. And that's very clear message. Like they just, and it's like kind of like divine feminine energy, that graceful energy, that feminine, beautiful energy. And I feel like they really could have like stepped into their masculine energy here. And hold on, I'm just gonna see if like this is lined up here. I don't think it is. Okay, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, guys. You know I'm like suck at this if you watch my readings. Like, if you don't know, now you know. That I am terrible at centering my cards. It's just, anyway. All right, so what would Aries person most want to say to Aries? What would they most want to convey to Aries right now? Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? Meeting you changed me in so many ways. Okay. You have such strength. Okay. You are more to me than just sex, but I can't deny how much I do want you. See, I was kind of getting, like, that was on that card that I cut to, that it was maybe like a one-night stand, a situation where maybe you felt used or something like that in the past. But like I said, I feel like there was a genuine connection between you, like even if it was just a genuine friendship, and that was maybe very difficult for you to deal with here. And I feel like even though I think they're thinking about how you handled the situation, like a very took an unpleasant situation and still were able to handle it with grace. And I think that really touched them. No matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. So you do have a very special place in their heart. I never decided to trust you and love you. One day I just realized you snuck in there somehow. So you are definitely in their heart. I can't wait to make this all up to you one day. Again, I'm noticing like all these blues is making me think of that mental energy that we are getting right off the bat here, with the sword and the rose. I feel like their thoughts are evolving. Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? I think they're realizing that that doesn't even matter. They're really highlighting like the way that they've noticed a lot of beautiful qualities in you that I think have inspired them to change and grow and like grow up. I think they've also taken like a walk in your shoes here with you have such strength and realized, like, especially if their feelings have grown, maybe they're realizing like, oh my God, like if this person did that to me, how would I feel? Or if they had another situation where somebody did do that to them, they're remembering how it did feel and like thinking about you going through that. And especially because the fact that it's here next to the sex thing, I think they're like, I think they're like regretting how they made you feel, and they're at the same time like respecting and commending the way you handled it. But also if you felt like, I think they want you to know that they're very attracted to you, and that's why the sex energy is coming through. I feel like though it's difficult for them to even, I don't know, maybe think about you in that way or want to approach you in that way, because we have that friendship card, because maybe they do know, they're aware that you feel used, but it's like they don't want you to think that they weren't attracted to you, because especially if it was a one-night stand, maybe you felt like after the first time, or if it was just like a couple times or whatever, but like they never came back or you never heard from them and they disappeared or whatever the case was here. Maybe you assumed it was because like, oh, they didn't like what I was putting out there, like they weren't attracted to me, like they weren't into me, like did I do something bad, did I do something weird, like oh my God, like was I like bad, like was I awkward or whatever, like you know what I mean, maybe you kind of thought that it was something that you did. I feel like whatever the case, they kind of want you to know that, like, first of all, they think you're so beautiful inside and out, but it's like they're like, no, I do want you, like, but they're making it very clear, like, but you are more to me, because I do have a card that's just like, you're so fucking sexy, and like that didn't come out, like this came out. So I feel like that's a very specific, they're trying to really like differentiate, or like, what's the word, like highlight that it's more than just sex, but like they also really want you to know, like, because they've already said like that clearly it's more than sex, but the sex thing did want to come through. So I think there is something there, maybe not for everybody, but for some people. Yeah, no matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. So maybe like they had, like, again, they kind of like went out and did their own thing for a while, and they're like, please don't think that it was, even if at the time they weren't able to realize that, because if they were going out and doing their own thing, maybe they weren't able to realize at the time, they weren't like, oh, I'm going on this quest, but I'll be thinking of you. I don't think maybe it didn't start out that way, but I think they're realizing that you always have this special place in their heart, even if it like, they notice it after the fact, if that makes sense, like after this perspective shift, after they've had this revelation or clarity about the whole situation here, about their own behavior especially, and they're realizing maybe that like you were special to them the whole time, and maybe that's why they were acting out in these ways. Because remember what I was saying, like they took a walk in your shoes and maybe somebody else treated them this way or something like that, and then they're realizing like they turn around, did the same thing to you, but you didn't deserve it, and they're just like, because I'm seeing reserved, I'm thinking of deserved, and it's like they really want you, they're really making it clear how special you are, and look, I never decided to trust you and love you, and one day I just realized you snuck in there, so I'm like, yeah, like that's kind of what I was just saying, like it's like they knew it all along, but like they didn't realize they knew it until later. Looking back, they're like, oh, like that time I had this thought, like I never stopped to think about why I was thinking that, but like I realize now it's because, like, what's a good example of that? Like say you were friends, say you work together at a coffee shop, like it's this coffee cup, okay? Like, and you used to always like work together until 10 o'clock one day, until 10 o'clock every night or whatever that you work together. But then the schedule changed and you started leaving like 2 hours early or something like that. Just say that example. And they realized like when you left like for the night, they were just like, so they were like, oh my God, like I don't want her to leave, or like I don't want him to leave. Like they got like really upset that you were leaving, but it's like they never really stopped to think about why that was, like especially if you were just friends at the time and coworkers. But like once they've had this realization, could have been years later, they like looked back and were like, oh my God, like I used to always be like so happy when I saw this person and so sad when they would leave. Like, does that make sense? Like I feel like they had a lot of these like little revelations, and like I feel like they're still coming. Like, you know. Okay, so you carry yourself with grace. That's 2. We don't do 2. All right, you carry yourself with grace. Oop, the 3 of Pentacles. With the 3 of Pentacles, I feel like, again, they're seeing things from another perspective, and I think they're really like looking back. You see, like always, like I love this deck. It's the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot. But like some things are like so much more accentuated. Like this guy's eyes, like, I mean, can you just see his eyes? It's always like it always just like reminds me of like having like that moment of like realization, but like almost like you're like just like thinking about something. Oh yeah, because I see this regret here. You're just like thinking about something and you like random, like you're at work and like someone, your boss is talking to you or whatever, and you're just like thinking about something from the past. Like I don't know, I'm like getting a vibe like that, like that they're really like thinking back on like the way they acted and the way you handled it, and just having like sort of like unpleasant realizations about themselves and the way they treated you. I mean, I feel like it's just reiterating that message, but with a special highlight on the way that you like handled yourself here. Like I'm really getting that. When they feel like maybe they didn't deserve it. I'm sorry, I really wasn't asking a question. Like, is it okay if we put this back? If it's meant to come out, it definitely will. I love how beautiful you are inside and out. That's 2. Oh, Empress. I was getting Empress vibes, the Sun. And the 4 of Pentacles I saw. So what? Oh my goodness. Knight of Pentacles on the Chariot. What does Aries person mean by this? I mean, 7 of Swords. I love how beautiful you are inside and out. And again, I feel like they've always known this. They've always, again, like maybe they were even not being authentic with their own self and they weren't able to in the past. But I'm almost getting a sense of them, like, I feel like you guys, like, had some sort of a friendship or something like that. What is this? The 6th house. Oh, yeah, maybe you work together because that's, like, your daily life. You maybe saw each other on the daily. This could be, like, them, like, oh, this could even be, like, you carry yourself with such grace, them being, like, at work if you, like, work together at this little coffee shop or wherever the heck you are. I don't know why I keep saying that, but obviously just because that card's here. But it doesn't have to be a coffee shop, obviously. But... and like you walking by and them just like, that's like their eyes like lighting up when they see you, or maybe like you coming in on your day off and like they weren't expecting to see you and you like walk by, or when they saw you for the first time, or it could be like anything and they're just like their eyes pop out of their head. That's another scenario. But it's not just like, oh, like that person's hot. Like you carry yourself with such grace. Like there's something very like feminine, or something very like, there's like an ease, there's like a flow, even if you're like whatever gender or whatever you are, like it doesn't matter. There's just like a sort of flow and an ease, and like a beautiful energy here inside and out. And I feel like they're very captivated by you. Like I feel like they're very captivated by your beauty, and but it's like they were almost like lying to themselves about it. They were being very sneaky even to themselves. I feel like they've had a lot of these realizations. Now I feel like Spirit's clarifying what these realizations were. Like, I think they're looking back on the past at the way that they would look at you and like react to your energy, react to you like unexpectedly showing up, reacting to like you not being there, like not seeing you at a time that they thought they would see you. That's like if you work together. If you didn't and you were dating, I mean, it could just be like when they didn't hear from you or something like that. But I'm kind of getting the message like friendship is definitely being highlighted here, or like your daily life, work, routine, school, something like that is what's in my head. Actual guidance or wishful thinking. The Queen of Swords, does this person hate me? Like, but again, they're sort of prepared to deal with the with that outcome. Like, they're not letting that stop them. I think they're kind of like obviously hoping that that's not the case here. But I feel like this is the type of person, yes, I want you. Yes, I'm attracted to you. Yes, I know I didn't treat you right. And I would just love to like let you know like that like I'd love to be allowed the chance to apologize for dishonoring you, and for I would love the chance even just to establish a friendship again if you would be open to that. Like, I feel like they're very open. They know they've been selfish in the past, and it's like they wouldn't hold it against you at all. Like, but they definitely want you to make you aware that like I'm not getting anything out of this, but I just want you to know. I just want you to know. Okay, I wasn't asking anything, but the World in reverse. It's like I feel like they really couldn't let this go. But I also feel like with the World in reverse, it was just mostly a question of them not really being able to like take this all the way here. And that's just them maybe thinking back on this and trying to, again, find that pattern of why they acted in this way. I feel like they've spent a lot of time doing that. I'm really noticing this Leo energy, so they could be somebody that's very prideful, very like center of attention-y, like sort of like that, and maybe they weren't really ready to settle down or something like that, and their ego, I don't know, sort of kept them from treating you in a good way. Like, even though they did have these feelings for you, it like stopped them from taking it all the way. And it's like I feel like but then they were never able to get over you. So I feel like they wouldn't blame you if you you know, had some sort of residual anger towards them or resentment, or you just wanted nothing to do with them, or whatever the case. Meeting you changed me in so many ways. With the Four of Swords, I feel like something that could have happened, yeah, with the King of Wands, especially like if like we're talking about this sexual angle here. If you did have, even if it was just a kiss, like even if you just like held hands, they could be thinking about a time they looked in your eyes, like you brushed against their hand, like you went like, no, like, you know what I mean, or something, whatever you do. But it's like, I feel like there was almost like some sort of a spark missing, because I was just reading about the Four of Swords yesterday, because I couldn't do my tarot readings because I was helping take care of my dad, but I brought my book with me and I was like, oh, let me just like read up while I'm here. Look, this card came out, I'm so happy. But it was like talking about how this card can be about, like it could be something about the knights. Well, let's not talk about that because I don't remember what it was, but it was about Sleeping Beauty. And it was saying how like, oh, something about thorns and stuff. Oh my God, what was it? Oh my God, the book is right here. Should we just like look it up quick? Maybe watch it not even be that. Wait, let me look. It's this book, by the way, 78 Degrees of Wisdom, A Tarot Journey to Self-Awareness. But that's so funny. Wait, I love this book. If you're like into tarot, like, get it. Highly recommend. It's amazing. The picture recalls Sleeping Beauty. Was there something about the rose? Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't this card. But the imagery suggests the Fisher King of the Grail legend, whose physical wound mirrored the spiritual sickness of the kingdom. Not that part. The picture also recalls Sleeping Beauty. Both these figures needed outsiders to awaken them. The king lay ill until Galahad brought the Grail's blessing, and the princess, symbol of neurotic fear of life, remained asleep until the prince, refusing to be stopped by the fence of thorns. Okay, it was here. The neurotic will use the force of her or his personality to set up barriers against other people. I feel like that's exactly what I'm getting here. Roused her through sexual life energy. And in parentheses, in the Disney version, he kisses her. In folktales, he has intercourse with her. Withdrawal, even for the purpose of recovery, can shut a person off from the world, creating a kind of spell only outside energy can break. I feel like they were in this sort of energy, like this wall of their own making, or whatever the case was. And I feel like you sort of came in, the King of Wands, and maybe it's like, oh my God, my hair, sorry about that. You sort of came in and like gave them what they were missing, like, or something. Like, maybe that's what that's saying. Like, it's just like they didn't know that they were missing it until, oh my God, look at all these swords, I just realized. Until I'm thinking of another song, like You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin. When it's like, I didn't know just what was wrong with me until your kiss helped me name it. Like, I feel like it's something like that. Oh yeah, meaning you changed me in so many ways. I feel like you did change them. I feel like they were almost in like sleepwalking through life, and something about you really like brought this to their attention, and that's what changed. It like changed their mind. It brought like the life back into them, like going from the Four of Swords to the King of Wands. I think it brought the spark back in here. Put the snap in his turtle. What is that from? Friends, I think. There was no snap in his turtle for 4 years. 2 years, whatever it was. That's like the first episode of Friends. I don't know why that just popped in my head. But, all right, you have such strength. Ah! Okay. Again, they're selfish. They're leaving you out in the cold. You're still going strong here. Maybe you moved on. I saw the World on the bottom of the deck, but what is Aries person trying to say about that? The Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it's almost like I feel like you took this opportunity, like, of them maybe not accepting your love here, or you as a person, or whatever the case was here, and them being closed off to you, and like, I feel like you moved on again. Like, we have this grace energy here. I almost want to clarify this. Well, let's just look. The Fool. Like, yeah, you started like a new beginning for yourself. Maybe you blocked yourself off from this person, and that's why they're sensing this Queen of Swords energy from you. But I don't know. It's almost like, I don't know. Why am I having trouble with this one? The Two of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you definitely... It's like maybe they got almost like a... They got the message somehow that you were like not about the way that they... Like, not about their behavior. I feel like you had a show of strength where you were like, no. Like, that's enough. Like, that's enough. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I just feel like you really put your foot down. Maybe there even were words exchanged. I don't know if there were words exchanged though, because with this whole grace thing, I'm getting that, yeah, like Knight of Wands behavior that they were having here. I feel like there was like a show of strength on your end, even if it was just by being cold. Even if it was just by like never calling this person again after they like blew you off, or like whatever happened between you guys here. I feel like they are just like, but again, I'm getting that it was like passive strength. And I feel like they're like, and the Four of Cups is like, it's not like a tough energy. Like, it's not even like, oh, like the Emperor, or I'm trying to think of like somebody that's like the Devil. Like, okay, but it's still Capricorn. It's still a boss energy. Like, they're still powerful. Like, who is the Four of Cups? Like, it's just like a little guy sitting under a tree. Looks like a beggar, like a pauper. And it's like, who are you to be turning this down? But like, it's not even like a powerful figure, but it's like, I feel like they're realizing like, whatever, like maybe they felt like they were coming from a place of strength when they were like at the time that whatever happened between you did. They almost felt powerful in a way, or but I don't know, but it's like they're really recognizing that you are the one that was powerful in this situation, because you wouldn't accept this like behavior from them. And that like they're like looking back, I think, on their behavior and recognizing like that they weren't, not even that they were weak, but like almost that they had some growing to do. This was like who they were inside, I'm getting. You are more to me than just sex, but I can't deny how much I do want you. The Four of Wands. I mean, this is clearly so much more than sex. I see the Lover sticking out here though. I think look at that body, just like, oh wait, I'm not supposed to show that on YouTube anymore, but we all saw it. But it's just like they get so much more out of this than just sex, like with you. Like with the Page of Cups, it's just like that. Yeah, they get like a real investment back with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. It's like an emotional investment, a spiritual like connection here, just a soft, flowy, like beautiful energy between the two of you, happy times, like, but there's that electric like fire energy as well. I feel like if you did have like some good times together, even if it wasn't sexual, but it was just like fun, like partying or whatever you guys did, just talking, whatever it was, it's like they really remember those times very fondly. They feel uplifted when they're around you. And yeah, I was like looking in this book again yesterday. It was like talking about, I was reading the Knight of Cups, but it was the Knight of Cups versus the Page of Cups, and it was saying how like the Knight of Cups cup, like there's nothing out of it, like there's nothing coming out of it, but like with the Page of Cups there is, like it's almost like there's like a flow back or something like that. Like there's like substance in the cup, like there's actually something in there. And like I see a fish, I think of Pisces energy, which is very deep energy, and it's also the last sign of the zodiac. So it's making me think of this person really, even if they are young, they've like gone through a lot of inner growth. And they've like come clean to be a bigger individual. What song is that? Oh my God. I've come clean. Lloyd Banks, I think. Why does that song always like pop up in my reading? Okay, no matter how things may seem, there's something special that's reserved only for you. 9 of Cups. Oh my God, these two again. Remember that before? It's like they're like, I know that I acted like such a selfish prick. So sorry. I feel like they're like, please don't think that that's a reflection of how I like feel about you. There is this, look at that. Like my finger just like stuck to that. I don't know why. See, like I can't even do it now. But it's like, there is this special purity between us. Like you, if look, the Queen of Cups. Oh, I see that Page of Cups coming out again. But it's almost like, I don't know, like I think we're into very empty things in the past, and you were something of substance, and they just like couldn't see it, and they just don't want you thinking, because that's what this reading is about. Like, what do they most want you to know? What is their message to you? Their message to you is that please don't, I don't even think it's that please don't. I think it's more like, listen, like, you are very special to me, and just because like I was an asshole, like, and I couldn't see, like, because my ego was in the way, that does in no way take away like how special you are to me, and please don't ever doubt that for 1 second. It's like, I feel like they just want you to know that, even if you're like, okay, but I don't want to see you again. They'd be like, that's totally fair, and I completely understand, but like, this is how I feel. Like, I feel like they want you to know. I never decided to trust you and love you. One day I just realized you snuck in there somehow. Yeah, their ego is in the way. They were maybe too busy caring about what other people thought. I feel like that's like sort of a thing here. This is reminding me almost of the Knight of Cups, like the guy on the white horse here. That's very similar imagery in a way. You can't really see the horse though. It's more so about the guy here and like the other people around. And I do feel like they were too distracted by outside things in order to really like understand like that 6 of Cups energy that we just saw. I just like cut to the 10 of Cups when I did something, but like there was something special here that they just couldn't like see. They just didn't have like, maybe you were standing over here, like say like, you know, this is, but they're not looking, like they're not, again, I just don't think they could see it. Even though they were looking at you, I don't think that they were looking inside themselves. Like they were looking outside. So I don't know, but yeah, I feel like this is a very clear message. I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, but I feel like this person is definitely, wanting you to know, like they feel like they want to, like, they feel like they dishonored you, and they want to like honor you once more, like, or something, like they want to restore your honor or something like that. Not that you don't have honor now, but they feel like not that they took your honor, like they have the power to do that, but like in the dynamic between you, like I think you got it back from for yourself, but they also want to like give back what they took from you, if that makes sense. Almost like even here where it's like you were giving and like just like kind of putting things there and they weren't accepting them. It's like almost like they want to gather up all these cups and like give them back to you, and like, and just be like, or even just take them and, I don't know, this is a stupid analogy, but like whatever they're supposed to do with this cup, they accept it, they drink it, whatever they're supposed to do with it here, and just like give you back the same, and not just take, and not just like be indifferent or apathetic to it. Like they want to actually like engage with you, and just like with the fish popping out of the cup, like, you know, it's like they want to have a more emotionally. And even that other cup, the 6 of Cups, I just thought about that. There was like those white flowers in the cups too. So it's like, right, like they want something to grow out of this. Like they don't want to just like close themselves off to it. Like, so what else is going on here? What's coming up? Seahorse, family matters. Okay, mountain, major challenge to overcome. So maybe there's something going on in their family or something right now, or there was something that they were able to overcome. Wasn't that soul family card like really coming out? And I was feeling like, felt like I was getting something about family like right at the beginning. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. I feel like these are honestly a lot of the challenges that they have overcome in their life. That, oh, that's what I was saying. Like maybe before you, they were like testing out this, and they were integrating these energies in other areas of their life. And I feel like they really have made like real progress here. wishbone, a wish is granted. Yeah, like I feel like, sorry, I'm just gonna like go like this. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like they maybe got their finances under control. They've established a different rapport with their family or something like that. We have V, victory in some endeavor. I feel like, yeah, they have like overcome a lot of this stuff. And just ending the note with the 6 of Wands is very positive as well. Fine, seek out information that will help you. Maybe they even went to therapy or like asked their parents to help them or something like that. Flowers, happiness. So this is what's coming up for you guys, you know. And we have Quill, get back to the basics. So I feel like they maybe just like cut everything down to the most basic form in their own self, and now they're like building it back up. Oh yeah, that's what I was immediately getting. Climbing towards success. They're building it back up. Okay. And purse, pay attention to your finances. There's like a lot. I feel like that's what they've been doing lately. And you know, that's probably what you've been doing too. And God bless, because it feels like it's working and you guys are really coming into alignment. So thank you so much. Oh my God, this reading is so long. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry that went on forever. I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one, okay? Bye.